why do my pool tiles keep falling off? And the short answer is they're either the wrong tiles or they're installed the wrong way. Like at the heart of it, that's what's going on here. If you have, had some fall off and you went and put them back on and they fell off again and you're wondering like, did I use the wrong material or something like that? I would say to you, no, we didn't address the underlying issue. Like something caused the original tiles to fall off in the first place. There's a deficiency somewhere. The whole point of tiles is they have this impressively long service life, which you're not currently experiencing. Something's gone wrong. There's movement somewhere. Could be a crack, in the substrate. It could be that it was the wrong adhesive material used to install them. It could be they were just the wrong tiles and they never should have been in your pool in the first place anyway. But the bottom line here is if you don't address the underlying issue, then sticking your tile back on really isn't that simple because something caused it to fall off in the first place. So supposing maybe it was just like, what's the least offending situation? That one tile just received not enough thin set as it was installed. So here's what I would do to reinstall that tile. I would take a little bit of fortified thin set and I would use a notch trowel. I would apply the thin set to the trowel so the trowel is full, or I would apply the thin set to the tile so the tile is fully covered with thin set. Then I would take the notch trowel on a 45-degree angle. I would remove half of that thin set, and then I would do a scratch coat to the wall wherever I'm going to apply this tile. It already needs to be a flat surface, hopefully not too smooth, but I'm going to take a margin trowel and I'm going to apply some thin set to that whole thing. Now, I'm not leaving it on there, but I'm applying it with a good amount of force, and then I'm scraping off everything that I can. You can't remove it all. There's a bunch still on there, but you've mechanically applied some pressure and some force, and you have the tile that is, covered in the thin set with the notches on it. It hasn't skinned over yet. And I put that on. That tile is not going anywhere. And if that tile does go somewhere, it means that the substrate is moving, because that is how you would install a tile properly in such a way that you could expect decades of life before that tile falls off again. The tile should practically disintegrate before it comes off. That modified thin set or fortified thin set product is chock full of bonding agents and will aggressively bond to, cement surfaces. But it does need to be of a certain surface profile. Like no concrete or mortar application bonds well when things are too smooth. If you were to use one to try to bond to something too smooth, it's a fortified thin set. That's the product that you would go to make a transition like that. And so that's why if we put on the tile like that and it continues to fall off, this all but guarantees that there's a hairline crack in the substrate or some sort of crumbling of the substrate. You can't always see it. It's normally more visible when the area has been wet and then dried a little bit because the rest of it will dry, but the crack will not. It normally makes the crack stand out. But it's very likely that you're dealing with some sort of movement. It could be some sort of defect within the shell. It could also be some sort of, there's pool coping, there's the pool tile, and there's the pool deck. And these are different individual components, and they need to be treated thusly. The pool deck has to be protected from the pool coping because horizontal expansion forces from the pool deck can push on the pool coping, which can push on the pool walls, which can cause damage to the tile and even cause deck shear, a structural failure, or a crack in your concrete pool shell. Do you have expansion gaps around this area where your tiles are failing and you haven't kept up with maintaining that urethane bead to stop water from going where it shouldn't be going, which is down and in behind your swimming pool walls? Something like that could definitely result in your tiles falling off because water might be absorbing through your pool shell from the negative side. And as it travels through, it's going to accumulate calcium and salts and little bits of Portland cement that have, dissolved into the water. And then it's going to reach the side where the tile is mounted. And as it does, at some point, it's going to dry. The water is going to dry, but it's going to leave behind trace mineral components here. And these will eventually accumulate until you see them like this scale formation. And this is called efflorescence. And efflorescence growth in and of itself is a strong enough force to pop off tiles. So it could be that you have water traveling through a concrete or cementitious product and it's arriving through the other side and accumulating mineral growth in the form of efflorescence, and that's causing your tiles to pop off. So these are the main things that I'm looking at when I'm experiencing a problem with tiles falling off. It could be that they're the wrong ones, but normally they don't fall off. Normally they crack or break or something like that. But it does warrant mentioning if you have, let's say you have mesh. Do you have mesh on the back of these tiles? And you might be like, yeah, I do have mesh on the back. Technically speaking, those shouldn't be used in swimming pools. They don't meet the standards that you, like, I mean, you can go get any tile and use it in a swimming pool to a certain degree, but you're going to run into problems if that tile doesn't meet the testing and certifications needed for this application. It's a very demanding application. Blazing sun sometimes, and suddenly cold water, and it's also chlorinated water, and outside exposed to the elements, and maybe freeze and thaw, and all kinds of crazy stuff going on that these tiles are being exposed to. And they're right at the water line. That wet, sometimes dry, sometimes location is basically the most difficult spots. Why we use them. It's why they're there. Right? Because it's a very demanding environment for them. And so there's a lot of things that could be going wrong that makes tiles fall off. If they keep falling off, there's usually some sort of underlying problem that you need to attend to. And anything short of attending to that problem is not going to resolve this in any sort of permanent sense. If you found this information helpful, please be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can check out my website, swimmingpoolsteve.com.